Hello, this is the 2021 candidate for governor of Virginia. You know who I am. Of course, this is Merle Rutledge. And of course, the badass Republican that everybody's talking about. And I don't mind that little nickname that's going on out there, the pit bull, whatever you want to call it. It's because it's probably true. Now, let me get this out the way because I'm a little bit sick and tired because right now it's August. We got President Trump's election in November. We got other senators and we got other House of Representatives, those who are running for office that need to win. And we got some lazy ass, stupid ass, punks. That's all I could call them. Keyboard gangsters that can spend more time trolling instead of helping us win elections. We already looking at 2020, and we got 2021 candidates screwing it all up for those in 2020. Sometimes it comes to a point, shut the fuck up unless you're helping out candidates in Virginia races as well as those nationally, because we still need to keep control of the Senate. We need to build back up what we lost in the House, and we have the president all on the line during the most pivotal time in history that we have ever had, where every American is right now facing chaos. And that's what we are facing right now. So, if you could take the time to talk trash online, you could take the time to write your local newspaper. Not only local newspaper, write a bunch of them. Try to put it out there about why you support your candidate. If your candidate hasn't gave you enough reason or way to actually outline why they are a good candidate and why are they the best ones for the job, then that's the problem. Now, as far as the debate part, Mark Warner ain't trying to debate. Bobby Scott really ain't trying to debate because they don't feel like they need to. That's the problem here with these politicians right now. Nobody wants to get in a fight. And we haven't seen them in the town hall. We haven't seen them anywhere. We can find out fundraiser, a committee meeting, or whatever. Every place where you as a candidate can feel comfortable that everybody's kissing your ass. That's problematic. Me personally, I don't like going to places where people kiss my ass. I don't like going to places where people are fake. If you don't like me, say you don't like me. I can say why I don't like you. But the fact is, they don't want to go through these debates because it exposes how bad they are for America. That's the reason. That's why candidates like John Colley, candidates like DM Gade, and the rest that's out there that's running for office right now are begging for a debate, and these Democrats don't want it because it will focus on what they have been doing during this time period, and it will put the spotlight on their own supporters that they are a piece of shit. That's what it boils down to. But if you get these debates, you better burn them at the stake. You don't hold back. You don't give them any wiggle room. You tear them down and you rip them straight piece by piece and shred them up. That's what you do. Leave them battered and bruised and on display. That's exactly how we win. And we want their voters to start asking them questions because then they're going to vote Republican. But the fact is, do not take, oh, this person ain't accepting my debate. This person, be questionable about any candidate right now that doesn't want to debate or they running from it right now. And the reason is because they know that they will be put on display and they will be basically too battered and bruised to win in the general election, especially if your own supporters are walking away from you. What point of it is it to have a debate if I already got my supporters on political crack? Get what I'm saying? But they will have to have one if you keep going to their supporters, you keep showing up. That's what I'm saying. These Republicans need to know how to fight. And that's the problem with this situation. Go to where they are going to. Bring people with you if you need to. If you scared, bring people with you. I don't really care where I go. I ain't scared of nobody. I go by myself if I need to. And walk in those rooms, let them know that you are in the house. If there's a question that needs to be asked, that you are going to answer them. If they don't want to let you in the meeting, start making as much noise outside their meetings and stuff like that. Let them know he's a punk. He's scared to debate. Talk as much trash. It's only but so long somebody could keep being called a bitch. Doesn't matter. I don't say that out of gender. Actually, there's plenty of men that are bitches too. We know that now. Because when Antifa and BLM was running around, the keyboard gangsters wasn't out there confronting them. I was. That's why I don't worry about when people talk. I can ask them all day, where were you at? Where were you at? Oh, I was at home being safe while the real patriots, whether they was 2A or whatever, was out there defending their groups, defending the Tea Party, defending Republicans, out there at the front lines. Sorry, their computer wasn't going to protect them. Bunch of keyboard fakes, plain and simple. Like I said, we are at November 2020 coming up. And realistically, it's time for Republicans to check other Republicans and conservatives and say, if you ain't on board with us winning, if you are only talking trash, but you ain't writing letters to the places that we need them wrote to, which is the newspaper, which is letters to their supporters and our supporters, debating. If they don't want to debate, find the clip where they have an answer to a question and go ahead and put that clip next to your clip where you are giving our answer in response to it. If they don't want to debate, fuck them. You make up that room by being creative. What else does that take? When stupid flunky, my opponent, said, hey, I ain't going to debate you, that means you're scared. That's what it means, and you know I'll destroy you. So what did I do? I became creative. I said, okay, I see a response to a question. Okay, let me go ahead, cut the clip, make sure I get their answer, and put my answer there. You force the issue. No matter what, do not let these Democrats run over you and go ahead and hold the ball and run out the clock. Each and every day right now, you need to be attacking these Democrats. Our country is on the line, and y'all still acting like I said, y'all acting like y'all running in the damn primary. Talk to the groups that the Democrats ain't talking to. Right now, Democrats ain't running around all over the place. They are complacent, and we have a straight shot to lay a haymaker on them at their core strongholds. So we take on their core strongholds. If you ain't hearing from these Democratic challengers or incumbents, that means the people in their areas ain't hearing from them. This is the perfect time to have those conversations and those talks about who you are, what you will bring to Washington or to the Virginia legislature, whatever locality that you decide to run for in whatever public office. Nobody's having these conversations because they hoping that they remember the name. This time frame, you make sure they hate that name any time frame they see it. That's how we win elections. You make them hate their name. Warner, you want each voter saying, Warner, I hate Warner. Each time frame hearing Scott, oh, I hate Scott. That's how you win. If they want to run off a name, you make sure that name is like mud throughout history. But put up a fight. Because right now, the most depressing thing that's affecting Americans also is Republicans not showing no fight, but showing up everywhere where they're comfortable at. We need to be uncomfortable right now. Very uncomfortable. Because if you have people just sleepwalking this election and thinking our same voters lost us the election. We don't have them anymore, like talking about it. And a lot of them have went to the Democratic Party because they've been kicking our ass all over the voting, over the ballot box. Get what I'm saying? They don't want to join losers. But if you give them a reason to say, hey, it's a fight, they'll come right back. But the fact of the fucking matter is you got to put up one. And I'm not even going to excuse my language by far, because right now this is August. You know what I'm saying? We got September, October, and November. And nobody is dogging these candidates out. Nobody's laying a knockout punch to these candidates. Go through their history. Do some damn research. There is always corruption in corruption. That ain't hard to find. But you need to lay out that knockout punch. We need more Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfields. We need people who don't quit, people who earn everything. We need people like that knocking out Democrats. Plain and simple. But all you keyboard gangsters and stuff like that, hey, I'm going to talk a little trash here. Nobody cares about what you talk trash about because they need to hear it from the candidate themselves. Nobody likes to keep hearing bootlickers, ass kissers, and those who continue to be the scapegoat for a candidate. After a while, as a candidate, you got to show yourself. You got to display that you can handle the pressure. We can't defend you all the time. And what a lot of people don't know, but my supporters do, I told my supporters, do not get into my fights. I don't like that. I can defend myself against trolls and goons. I can handle that. That's easy because I know how to burn back. I know even with these trolls or whatever, if you're a candidate, the number one way to defeat a troll or whatever is to put that candidate on display in your responses. The reason is because everybody reads your response because you are important. The troll ain't important. So they talk crap. Okay, here's a newspaper article. Oh, here's a FOIA request. You make sure that everybody who they want to have attention towards you get the poison right on back. That's how we win. Because just like they attack you, you're attacking them, but not only are you attacking them, you're making yourself look like a fighter, but you're also letting those supporters know that follow that person all the bullshit that they represent and who they are defending. That's exactly why I do. That's why I said you don't stand a chance against me because it's enough dirt out here on these politicians. Me, on the other hand, I apply the dirt on how it affects American families. We are supposed to be the family values party. So use your core issues, use the core creed of the Republican Party and slam it down a Democrat's throat. That's how we win. Kicking people while they are down. Because we have to. Like I said, the straw that broke the camel's back is saying, if our God was here, we would assassinate our God. Fuck the Democrats. Fuck all them progressives. Fuck the leftists. It's time for us to say, not only that, put up your middle finger and fight back with these animals and savages. Because that's exactly what they've been doing to America. So it's time for us to do it to them so they can see how good the medicine and the treatment feels. It's about time we have some fighters. We got a bunch of punks. Those punks, just keyboard gangsters. I swear, I was like, sure, I got a damn 50-year-old acting like they are 20-year-old. They're doing 20-year-old shit. But what happens is it affects others because your stupidity or everybody else's stupidity affects other candidates. So it's about time that people start to realize it's time for us to focus here. Our country is on the line. No more Mr. Nice Guy or Nice Woman. It's time to take the gloves off. If you're scared or you feel like you can't go certain places or whatever, then why the hell did you sign up to represent your entire district or your entire state or your locality? Punks don't need to sign up. That's why some songs have very good meaning. There ain't a such thing as a halfway crook. That's why it ain't a such thing as a halfway Republican. That's why we don't like those talking running independent. Because how are we supposed to know what you are if you don't know what the hell you are? This is Merle Rutledge speaking out, frustrated, but I know there's a path to victory. But the time is now for us to start getting real. and it's time for us to get locked and loaded for America.